this is District Attorney candidate for Philadelphia, Pat Dugan, and something I never see anybody do who's like a political person in Philadelphia is they never ride Septa. And today, me and Pat are going to ride Septa and just take in the sights and sounds of Philadelphia.
Yeah, because apparently Septa is like their own country when it comes to the district attorney. He doesn't think that he's supposed to enforce crime that's committed on Septa property or against Septa employees. So.
Well, I saw a thing that there's Philadelphia police and there's Septa's police, and Larry Krasner won't prosecute crime on Septa grounds. There's a special Septa prosecutor.
Yeah, the state legislature, the governor, the attorney general, everybody got so tired of crime not being prosecuted on Septa that they created a new position, special prosecutor, to try to help protect Septa. Yeah. So it's ludicrous. Why doesn't Philadelphia do it? It's within the county. It's within the jurisdiction of the DA. This idea that Krasner's not prosecuting people that commit crimes on Septa is absurd. It's insane.
Yeah, before Larry was district attorney, if a crime happened on Septa, would that be prosecuted by the...
Yeah, by the DA. Absolutely was. Yeah, that's what the history is. That the DA handles Septa. It's Philadelphia.
Yeah. When's the last time you took Septa?
It's been a minute.
Well, you're in for a treat. You know what's cool about this one? Fares are optional. They got these broken handicap doors that you could just walk in, but we're gonna pay because that's...
Yeah, because that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah. You're gonna pay that way? Okay. Oh, you got the quarters and everything.
Hi, how are you?
There you go.
Right here.
Thank you.
All right, and I'm gonna... And I pay too. Look at us.
There you go. So, yeah, we paid today, but for the last 5 years, Larry has not enforced fare evasion. Okay, so it's $250 at a time, $290 at a time, whatever it is at the time. But that was $50 million of revenue lost each year. So in 5 years, when he would not prosecute fare evasions, that's $250 million lost to Septa. No wonder they cut services and had the issues with the budget.
I think that's what the money was that was missing, was $250 million practically.
Yeah, it's hundreds of millions of dollars that they needed. Had to take it out of the maintenance fund and steal it from this other pot and whatnot. But hey, each rider contributes a couple bucks, then it's okay. But according to Larry, why? Why should we do that? People should be able to ride free. When I was a kid, riding the L, I'd be riding a L home from high school, and I would open up the door a little bit as we passed my house over on Griscom Street, a half a block away from Frankfurt Avenue. My dog, German Shepherd dog named Thunder, I would holler, "Thunder!" My dog would jump up on the picnic table all like excited.
He could hear
me as I passed by, and he'd be waiting at the gate when I walked around the block.
Oh, that's cool.
Bridge Pratt, so yeah.
It's kind of like when my dog hears my car, he gets excited, but you would rip open the...
Yeah, I would just open up a little bit.
Yeah.
Thunder!
How long were you a judge in, you were a judge for 17 years?
17 years, yes.
And you never really hopped on the L to get downtown, or?
No, I drove.
Yeah.
I got a little bougie, had a parking pass, so I drove down. So no, and frankly, the big part of it is that, you know, at times Septa really isn't that safe for people to ride.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for the folks that ride it, that there's not enough protection for them.
My daughter goes to school in the city, and she could take the L home, and she would probably get home like 45 minutes faster, but the L breaks down sometimes. Happened to me yesterday. And I have her take a bus home just in case the L breaks down at Kensington and Somerset. I just don't want her around that because of everything that happens there.
I mean, there's, you know, anybody that rides the L and the buses, people are nodding all the time, in and out. Folks in the throes of mental health issues, you know, they're walking up and down, you know, having issues with passengers, and people just don't feel safe riding it. And the people to ask are the people that ride Septa every single day. I heard it in court, I see it.
Yeah, it's not. It's like it's practically like the wild, wild west. During COVID, I would go on the train. People would openly shoot up, smoke crack, smoke cigarettes, smoke marijuana, and nothing was ever enforced. And matter of fact, I saw a guy die of an overdose on the L. Like, and it's just like it was pure chaos. I feel like it's gotten a little bit better over the last few years, but it's still unsafe enough that I don't let my daughter do it.
Yeah, so I'm old enough to remember when you'd be sitting on the L or a bus and somebody would light up a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
And if there was a transit officer or a Philadelphia police officer, the person would put the cigarette out. That's just the way it works.
Yeah.
And, you know, as you said, now people are doing much worse than smoking cigarettes. And, yeah, I'm sure it's gotten better because it couldn't go...
It couldn't have gotten
get
worse.
any worse.
Yeah.
But we still have to make sure that our commuters feel safe when they're trying to go to work, trying to go shopping.
And now what they're having to do at some of the L stops where there's massive amounts of fare evasion is they put in these new gates so people can't jump the fares.
Again.
So they have to waste money to save the money instead of just like enforcing the laws.
Yeah. You know, there's a special police department, the Septa Police Department. They need more support. You know, better coordination with the district attorney's office, perhaps to make a much better difference in the city. And again, it's not for SEPTA, this quasi-government corporation. It's for the citizens of Philadelphia who are riding this. This is their form of transportation.
And today what we're going to do is we're going to ride the L. I don't know where we're going to go to. Maybe we'll go to K&A and walk to Somerset and come back. And we're just going to see what we see and have a good time. That's all.
Always a good time on the L.
Well, what the Hooters say you can't go to heaven on the Frankfurt L? That's a Hooters.
Oh, that's right, it is. The Hooters.
Who's your favorite band? Let's get to know Pat Dugan, the man.
Gonna get to know
what do you like?
The concert that I went to, first one was the B-52s.
Okay.
My wife takes me to see Kenny Chesney.
Okay.
So, but I am not that music aficionado. I don't have, like, Grateful Dead's not my favorite band. I like listening to pretty much all kinds of music, but I'm not that guy who says, oh my God, I gotta go see the Rolling Stones for the last time, for the 15th time. See the Grateful Dead. So, no, my passions are more truly into sports.
Okay.
You know, if I want to listen to the radio, I'm going to turn on WIP.
Okay.
And listen to that, people going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, bands, you know, I'll probably lose a vote or two, but
it's all right.
It's not that big of a deal to me.
Music's not your thing.
No.
And there's some people who sports aren't their thing.
I like dancing and listening to music, but nothing. Like, I wasn't the guy who was going out buying CDs and tapes back in the day.
No?
No,
wow.
not at all.
I have such a thing. I get OCD and I get like into hobbies and I just collect records and CDs and
I would movies and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure.
So you're a movie guy. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is probably The Dirty Dozen.
Okay, all right.
It's an old classic.
I would put
Bridge Too Far.
Yeah.
We Were Young. You know, these.
We Were Young.
Yeah, it's.
Is that a war movie?
Vietnam, yeah.
You like a lot of war movies.
Yeah.
Well, you were in the military.
Yeah, right. And I like the ones that go towards the grunts and the paratroopers.
Okay.
Just to see.
And you were a paratrooper.
I was a paratrooper and I was an infantryman back in it. I was a grunt. 1980s.
Yeah. Did the 1980s? Weren't you in like the 90s during Desert Storm? Weren't you there?
No, I was not in the military during the 90s.
Oh, okay.
In the 80s, I was in South Korea and Panama. After the turn of the century and after 9/11, I went to Iraq and Afghanistan.
Oh, okay.
So that they called that Iraqi freedom.
Yeah.
I went to that, and I went to OEF, Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan. And here
it is. Our chariot awaits.
Exactly. So,
what do you think?
So listen, the first thing is that I'm glad I'm not in the military anymore because I would fail the piss test.
Oh.
Because you can just smell it.
Oh, yeah. There's no
Your aroma from people have gotten high as they roll down.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's still in there. You're gonna go home. You're gonna go to work with a contact high.
Sure.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. You could ride the L, not take drugs, and still fail a drug test just because you rode the L.
Right. So I need to go tell all my former judge all my judge friends, to let them know when their guys burn on a P test, it might have been because they rode the L.
Yeah, that's not because.
Contact.
Yeah, and sometimes if you just walk down Kensington Ave, people just smoke stuff and they blow it in your face. Lived right here next to Frankfurt Hospital.
Right. And that's where I would holler, "Thunder!"
Yeah. Where would you take the L from, or where would you go?
Girard Avenue. So
Okay.
I'd take the L down to Girard Avenue, take the 15 trolley car to get to high school.
Okay.
To the prep. So yeah, we're at Allegheny, and right over there was the Midway Theater.
That's my mom and dad's first date was at the Midway Theater.
Oh man, so that's where you came from, huh?
Probably. I came from about 3 blocks over there. I was baptized right there at Ascension Church. I lived on Willard Street. I went to school on Clearfield Street. This is like I told you, this neighborhood means a lot to me because when I see this neighborhood, I don't see a neighbor. I see where my family's from, and it just breaks my heart to see the old Burger King board. Everything's boarded up. Let's take a walk down K&A and see how many crimes we can see in just two. We'll walk to the Somerset L stop.
How many people are in the throes of a crisis, whether it's drugs, mental health, or both, and are being completely ignored? Completely ignored.
And again, the most important thing I think about the whole people in Philadelphia being ignored, the drug addicts are bad. It's bad for the drug addicts. It's bad for a lot of people, but it's really bad for the children who live in this neighborhood, who've been not only ignored by the city, but I feel like the district attorney ignoring the crime happening here. It's just going to make those kids hate the city when they grow up because we didn't respect those kids when they were children. When they were children, they had to walk past open drug addicts, people dying, people getting robbed. There's a hypodermic needle.
Yeah, I mean, this area has had more shootings than most sectors in the city of Philadelphia. You know, the open air drug sales that you can see down here, and those people in the throes of mental health and drug addiction. But I agree, the biggest victim are the neighborhood kids that are growing up with this. The families that really can't prosper down here because, you know, their kids going to school. You have to be fearful for their safety and all. And the kids get immune to it.
Yeah.
They get immune to people who are laying there in their own feces. That they're, you know, in the throes of an overdose.
Yeah.
They just, it's a shame that we have ignored them.
Have you walked down? Besides the time we were in McPherson Square, have you walked Kensington Ave anytime? And you drive down it, you know.
So you know what? I am down here. I've been down here a few times. I come down here and see my friend in Rock Ministries.
Okay.
Father Osborne.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've always dropped stuff off to him so he can help people. You know, I mean, all you got to do is see it. It's right there, right here. It's crazy. You know, years ago, you know, I just saw the guy back there with his drugs, giving it to each other. That would be illegal. It's not illegal in the city of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Then you have people who are just completely out of it. And, you know.
He's running for district.
Are you pushing for reform? Or you're running for district attorney?
I'm running for district attorney. My campaign is it's about time we actually help people that are stuck down here on the street.
I agree.
Instead of just letting people get to the point where, you know, you're going to wake up dead in a body bag. I don't want to see that. There's too many good services out there. The DA's office can help. Can help the police, can help the mayor, can help the community groups. He doesn't help them.
And we need
Is that
resources.
your name, Bella?
We need resources.
Hi, Bella. Bella, do you have your phone number for your mom or your dad? Why don't you just call them up, please? Please get yourself somewhere you can get some help. There's some people out here who can truly help you. Please reach out to somebody, Bella.
Bella's not my name.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Bella. It means
That's
beautiful,
my
right?
daughter.
It's your daughter.
Yeah, my name's Amber.
Oh my God, Amber.
Oh, Amber, you're Amber. I know. I seen you on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh.
How long you been down here?
10 years.
10 years. And how long has Larry Krasner been district attorney? About 8.
About 8.
And how old's your daughter?
She's
6? Do you talk to her?
It's an open adoption, but I lost all the information I had. Like, I lost their numbers, I lost their address.
Price gouging in the city don't help people.
No, that's everywhere.
Right, well, that's because we let people steal for free. So, I know corporations do it too, but letting people just steal raise the price.
What's that? The mayor did back in April of last year is she put up all these barricades. And what that's supposed to do is prevent people from setting up tents. And I would say if you see the streets on Kensington Ave are pretty clean compared.
It's much cleaner than it was. They do a good job coming up picking the trash. But you know, you're talking about these barricades and all. Look at all these stores that are not open.
Oh yeah.
You remember when this was a thriving shopping district?
Well, like I said, I went to school right down the street, and I remember after school I would come down here. I would go to the record store. I would go to the comic book store. There was Hoffman Flowers, the furniture store.
My mom, when school was coming, she'd bring the 5 of her kids down here to get some back-to-school clothes, back-to-school supplies, Kelly's Corner. But all these were thriving stores.
Yeah, and the barricades don't necessarily work.
I mean, oh my God, it smells like a bathroom. God bless. And I'm sorry, but this we should not tolerate. We need to help these people.
Right.
We need to help them. And again, if they're not going to go voluntarily to get some help,
Right.
they're not going to go voluntarily. The district attorney can play a big role because if they get arrested.
I don't think I have a little bit of a drinking problem myself, and I couldn't get sober or stop drinking until I was ready to stop drinking. And I think that sometimes the people down here, I don't think they're quite ready to get sober. And I don't think locking up everybody with a drug issue is a problem, but sometimes people do need to be locked up for doing crimes.
So with the locking people up using drugs, it's not about them being locked up. It's about grabbing them and then forcing them to try to start getting some help. Some of the people that I've had in front of me, after they come in, they're super reluctant in the very beginning. But once we can get them somewhere where they can get some help, many of them start to accept it. They're sitting down with counselors, etc. And some of them turn their lives around. So it's kind of like a tough push to get them going. But no, jail is not the place for drug addicted people. It's not the place for mental health.
No, I couldn't imagine like withdrawing in prison.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Yeah, it'd be hard.
So we have to create facilities that they can go where the withdrawal process is done with compassion and some expertise and medical care there.
Right down there, that's Conwell Grade School. That's where I went to school. And so every day when the kids get out of school and they have to walk this way to the L, every day there are people either shooting up or smoking something. And it's just, I just don't know what kind of impression that leaves on somebody when you see that every day.
Certainly not beneficial to their growth. That's a fact.
No.
You know, you walk around here and, you know, you get immune to the sufferings of human beings. You think it's acceptable to just abandon them to, you know, throes of addiction. All these people need help. And to just allow them to stay out here like this, so they're going to die. They're going to die from an overdose, too much drugs in their system over course of
This is a convenience store. I'm not sure if it's open right now. Sometimes this place gets shut down. But one of the problems in the city are these slot machines that we have. They're in like all the gas stations, and people just go in there and they hang there all day. And I call it like the poor man's casino. And people just sit there and they gamble. And there was a shooting at a 7-Eleven in Holmesburg because of one of those slot machines. And I think right now there's a law in Kensington that all the convenience stores have to close down at 11 p.m.
I mean, gambling's an addiction as well.
Yeah. So
to do it like this, I don't like the casinos and all because they're stealing money from people as well.
Right.
But to do it like this unregulated, it's crazy.
And I don't think it's taxed. I don't know anything like Larry runs on. Like, I don't see any of it. Like, all he runs, his whole platform is, I don't like Donald Trump. And I don't know what the hell that has to do with Philadelphia.
It's his exact platform. The reason he's doing it is because when he does these polls, and when you're particularly talking about the hardcore Democratic base in the city of Philadelphia, they have issues with Donald Trump. So that's what he's running on. Instead of running on what's going on in the city of Philadelphia, what's going on in our neighborhoods.
What's going on 20 feet behind us? There we go. Let's go. I got a city worker waving to you.
The feeling out here, in my opinion, as I walk around the city, is that people are definitely ready for a change.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel it even more so than in the springtime. The springtime I was getting a decent buzz, but I also know that so many people are going to just vote for the incumbent, etc. But I really think this time around, oh, there's the firemen.
They are. There he is. Go on, guys. Go Birds.
Supporters of mine, by the way.
The firefighters.
Firefighters Local 22. They ride the fire trucks and the EMTs, the ambulance.
And they sometimes when these guys come down here and they have to revive somebody who's in the throes of addiction, sometimes they'll get attacked.
Oh, yeah.
And Larry Krasner won't prosecute those people who attack the firefighter, or they won't tell the firefighter when the case is.
That's exactly what he's been doing. And it's a shame. The Local 22 sought me out to give me the endorsement because of that.
These guys are here all the time. They give out clothes.
How are you? Yeah, very good. Very nice.
There's a lot of services. You know what the thing is? Sometimes you come down here and all you see is the bad. But there are also good things. Like what these people do.
Right. The love that these people have to come down here and help these human beings.
They're down here all the time.
I know. And God bless everybody who comes down and help.
And the rock ministries are down here, and the K&A gym. Yeah. They're teaching kids how. There's a lot of good groups of people down here trying to make a difference, or just trying to get people to survive until people can make a difference.
Imagine how bad it would be if it wasn't for these angels that come down here trying to help. Some people say, oh, they shouldn't come down because they're just keeping them here. We have to have human compassion to help, for sure. But we have to assist these people in getting access to treatment, find them more beds, find them insurance to get a bed.
Yeah. One of the things that we have down here is they're shooting up drugs that eat away at their flesh. And it's you're seeing a lot of amputees or a lot of infected wounds. So the people who come down here, the rolling hospitals, not only are they helping these people, they're also kind of saving space in the hospital too. Like they're helping the whole community as a whole, because these people aren't going to help themselves. They're not going to go to a hospital. No. They're not in the best place mentally. So I think it's a good thing to help people when you can.
Yeah, we can't ignore people, and when they're down this low, we have to help them. But again, the district attorney who says he's the most progressive person.
God bless you. Not future district attorney.
I was a judge for 17 years.
So
Judge Dugan.
So then,
some of them probably know me.
Yeah. So then, what do you? How would you like to be referred as? District court?
Oh, I hope you call me.
District court?
I hope you call me district attorney someday. I'm running for district attorney. I'm running against Mr. Krasner. That's me there as a judge. That's me as a soldier. That's my family. And, I'm from Frankfurt. So
are you?
I know I know all about Kensington and Frankfurt Avenue. How are you doing,
sure.
man?
I'm good. I'm a little bit better now that I'm getting
yeah.
with you. What is it that you what are you pushing for?
I'm pushing.
If you were to get elected. I'm
pushing for prosecuting violent criminals.
Okay.
And I'm also pushing to come down here and actually help you folks. The folks that are down here on the street in the throes of addiction, mental health issues, right now, in my opinion, you're abandoned. You've been abandoned. It's great that we have the ministers down here and the people to come down and give food and help you and all. I love that. But, we need as a city, including the district attorney, needs to cooperate with the police and the mayor and help find you folks beds, help people get off of drugs. You know, it's not easy. I know that. It takes a while. People got to be ready, got to get them to a good program, but they have to have insurance, have to have a bed. You know, I want you to be reunited with your family. I want you to be able to go back and not worry about sleeping on the street.
Yeah.
That's what I want. And a district attorney can really have a big impact on that, but he doesn't. He doesn't want to cooperate with the forward thinking of Commissioner Bethel or Mayor Parker. So that's what I want to do, man. I want to help you.
Indeed. That sounds good.
What's your name, man? Hi, Troy. Good, man. Pleasure. What happened to your left leg there, bro?
I had hardware that was in my ankle, and I broke it in 2000, and it kept getting
Infected.
So it was not drug related.
Okay.
But, I'm a couple of weeks away from getting a process.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I agree with you. But and I know you know this, each and every one of these people have a story. They're human beings.
Yeah.
And we have abandoned them. And at the top of the list of the people responsible for abandoning them is Larry Krasner.
Mm-hmm.
He refuses to cooperate with the forward thinking of our mayor and the police commissioner. I just don't understand it. Come down here and talk to come out, and he's got all the detail. He's got the security detail. Come up and talk to these people, and you'll realize they need your damn help, Larry.
Yeah, by the way, we're not walked. There's nobody. It's just me and Pat. There's no security. We're just doing this. And I come down here all the time. I see politicians once in a while. Derek Green I saw down here.
Councilwoman Lozada.
Oh, she's the best.
She sure is.
She really is.
I love her determination. And you know what? I know she won't come out publicly and say it, but I know she's frustrated with Larry Krasner. This is Rocky's bar, ain't it?
No, Rocky worked at Somerset Street, for Rocky 6. Oh, he might have gone here.
That was one of the original bars.
Oh, from the movie?
Yeah.
The 7? The Lucky 7? I don't think that's it.
Sure?
I don't know. I know in Rocky Balboa, he was at Kensington the Summers.
Okay.
I was there when they filmed it. What's your favorite Rocky movie?
Oh, the first one.
Oh, gosh. I like Rocky 6.
No.
It's a happy ending.
Yeah. Okay.
Rocky 5, he was brain dead. And he was, and now in Rocky 6, he owns a restaurant somehow.
Yeah, exactly. But I
Can we make that illegal? Honking a horn?
Honking, right. Exactly. Especially
When the light just turns green, like, where's he got to go?
it's also a tone. That was a rude honk. You can just do a little tap, you know?
Yeah.
You really can.
Alcohol.
Substance. So speaking of substance,
Yeah, there's human waste. We're walking past
it's not one of those like gag things. It's gagging me.
Yeah.
But that's the reality of people.
Yeah, well, that's something you'll see in between the cars. You'll see people defecating and people urinating. And well, one of the reasons is there are no bathrooms down here.
Oh, I know. And any business will not let people in.
Right.
And I understand that. And
Sure.
The reason why they don't is because then their bathrooms get destroyed, overused.
Or if they go into the bathroom, they shoplift.
Right. They're sleeping in there. They're shooting up in there. So I understand why the business wouldn't allow it. But again,
There's nowhere to go, though. So that's why it's on the streets.
a basic human need. You gotta shit somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's a shame.
And right now, this is Kensington and Somerset where we're walking to. And I feel like there's cops always patrolling this area. And usually people are strung out right here. There was a bunch of abandoned buildings. Right there was the dirty bookstore. Over there was an appliance store. And that's another thing that's happening in this area. We lost a church recently, too. There's all these abandoned properties, and people are breaking into them. And like they're trying to stay warm in the winter, and they'll have fires. And they'll be, they're not in the best shape mentally, and they'll start a fire in a building, and then the fire spreads and we lose the building. We lost 2 buildings right here. And that's another thing. These people stay on the streets and they have nowhere to go, so then they go into these vacant buildings and set them on fire.
They're trying to survive, but again, we need to help them.
Yeah.
And the system, the way it's set up, we can do a lot of good. I know there's sometimes that there's mistakes.
Do we have funding like that's something I saw in the last video we made. Like you talk about putting people in beds. Do we have funding to put people in beds?
We don't have an option. We have to find the funding.
Okay.
I know that there's money out there for funding to help people. You can get it from the state. The city can allocate. The federal government can allocate as well. And they have in the past. We were involved with something called the MacArthur Grant. They were sending in tens of millions of dollars to the city of Philadelphia. Obviously, we need a hell of a lot more. If you just look at all the people down here that need a bed. Politicians, you need to find the damn money, and we need to help these people. I do know a lot of money gets, in my opinion, wasted with some of the programs that they put it into. If we actually went out and we did audits on all the money, where does it go? We need to make sure it's going to the right place. And some of the money that's out there need to go to find more beds for these people. And it's unfortunate, but the district attorney can assist with that big time.
Something I noticed since the last year is a lot of people used to hang out at Kensington and Allegheny, and it almost feels like people are getting pushed up this way. I don't know what that is or why that is, or
well, they had target areas, and K&A was a target area, so they pushed them. And as we talked about before, they're moving other places, they're moving down.
They're in the streets, yeah.
They're also moving a block or two in each direction.
Yeah.
The Bible says
This is where Rocky, in the movie Rocky Balboa, this bar right here, he ripped up a guy. They filmed the interior shots in that convenience store, but the outside shots were right there.
Yeah, this might have been the bar he was hanging out in the early Rockies as well. I'll go back and look that one up. I'm embarrassed. I hope I wasn't
Well, there's
wrong.
a guy I know. His name's Mike, and he runs this thing called the Yo Philly Tour. He looks like Sylvester Stallone, and he dresses like, he looks just like Rocky Balboa. And he takes people around this area on tours of Kensington, like of the Rocky
I was
location.
going to say they get a bonus, right? They get a bonus on.
Well, he doesn't. You know what? He doesn't. I don't think he lets the people get out of the van in this area.
I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't. Listen, we're walking around down here. You think I'm going to let my grandkids come down here? Are you kidding me?
Right.
Not a chance. I mean, my wife, she's a retired police officer, carries her baby Glock, right? I wouldn't want her down here.
Really?
No, I wouldn't want her to be walking around down here. Not at all.
Oh, look at this. They have a sign right here. Keep off the steps for the school kids. We're going to get ready to hop on the L, and this is the L steps that kids would use to...
Yep. Yeah, so that was good. We tried to stop in and see my buddy Osborne. Father Osborne is doing great work down here with Rock Ministries. He's got a bunch of kids out there, trying to talk to folks about God, but also trying to get them help, get them off the street. So Buddy's doing God's work.
One of the saddest things I saw, I don't know if it's sad, it's there's people down here who come down here to save people, not to get them sober, but to save them because they know they're going to die. That's how in bad shape people are.
It's almost like last rites.
It is. It's like last rites, exactly.
How sad is that?
It's horrible. It is a good view. I like the view here.
Man. Look at this great view from Somerset, L stop.
Yeah.
Great view, Somerset. Right there when you do the crossover.
It's great. It's a great shot.
You could go from one side of the tracks to the other. This was when I was a kid and we were playing on the L. This was great because we could play on the L coming down from Margaret Orthodox, and then you could turn around without having to pay another fare, crossing over. So these were things that we did as kids.
One
memories.
One of the things they had to do on the Somerset L stop is they had to close the elevator on this L stop for weeks because hypodermic needles were shoved in the elevator button. Like, it's crazy. There's another group of people doing good. You got Temple University Hospital checking on people with their wounds. There's an AA building. There's a lot of places for people to get sober and get help, but they gotta want it.
But what's happening is they're using all these services and then they're going right back to sleep on the side of the street. And they're here for long-term We have to figure out, yes, show compassion and do it right here, but we also we have to find them something more permanent so that they're not coming back. You know, we need to make these people who are angels unemployed and send them somewhere else by moving people to something more permanent, get them more permanent help instead of just letting them subsist like this until they're in a body bag.
They're dead. So you stay here, you die. You either get sober or you die. That's pretty much it. Yeah, if you look down here on the L tracks, all you see in the middle of this needles.
Pill bottles.
Yeah, it's not uncommon to see people smoke crack up here.
Yep.
We're at the Arid Transportation Center, and Pat didn't know it's called that. Not
That's
Margaret.
shocking. This used to be called Margaret Orthodox L Stop. That was my stop, and I'm really disappointed. They sold the rights. If they'd have known that, I'd have bid to keep it Margaret Orthodox L Stop.
Well, I don't know if you heard, Septa has funding issues, so they have to sell the names. See, what the problem is, people jump over, well, they have all these broken handicap things that people just walk in. Nobody's paying their fares, so they have to change the names.
Right, and we lose $250 million, so they gotta get money from some corporations. How about that? So we were talking before, when I would holler for my dog Thunder, when we first moved up here with Margaret Orthodox L Stop, then my mom moved over here right near Frankfurt Hospital, and you know, in another couple seconds is when I would stand up and hold the door just a little bit and holler, Thunder! So my German Shepherd dog Thunder would jump on. Thanks for taking me down memory lane.
Yeah, you got any, we got a dog now? You a dog guy? You a cat guy?
I am a dog guy, but we do not have a dog right now.
No, you don't. What do you
Cats, I'm allergic to them.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so sorry for all those cat lovers.
It's not nothing personal.
Nothing against cats. They have something against me, but I still want your vote if you're a cat lover.
But what's your favorite cheesesteak spot?
Jim's is at the top. I like Joe's right down there in Frankfurt.
And Gerard.
Used to be up here on Tarsdale Avenue. Sonny's is really good down on Market Street,
Yeah.
2nd and 3rd Market. I mean, I can keep going on.
You ever go to John's Roast Board?
Oh my God, how can I forget John's Roast?
They have a sandwich named after me.
Do they really?
It's called the Captain. Yeah.
What's on it?
It's a cheesesteak with American cheese and Cooper shark cheese. It's a hidden menu thing. You go there, you say you want the Captain, and they'll make it for you.
You know what? I'm gonna go down and get one.
Yeah. I could probably bring you down there to meet John. He'll love to meet you.
I'm all in.
All right.
The only thing I have to say about that place is, man, they put so much meat on it. It's almost like I want to ask for an extra roll. They're so big. Man.
Yeah.
Like it.
That's not a complaint. That's a compliment. This is it.
All right.
Well, I'm going to tell you, there's not many politicians in the city of Philadelphia who would ride the L and get off at Allegheny Ave, walk to Summers. There's not many people who. I'll tell you one guy who wouldn't do that. Larry Krasner.
Oh, that's a fact. He wouldn't even ride it with his 10-man detail.
No. Yeah, and we did it ourselves. Talked to people in addiction. We talked to people who were helping people, and it was really good.
Yeah, I agree. So yesterday I had a press conference on getting the Forward Party endorsement. And while we're doing the press conference, there were two guys who were obviously on the street. They came over, and they both had questions. Both of those men had been in my courtroom before, and they had good things to say about me. They weren't plans. They were just two guys happened to walk by, and they know Judge Dugan. They know what I did in the courtrooms trying to help them, and they came up and told us that. So that's who I am. I'm a real person from Philly, man.
Right. And you know, one thing I found out about you is you started this thing called Veterans Court.
Yeah.
What is that?
So guys come back from war, whether it was Vietnam or Iraq, Afghanistan, Panama, and they have issues. Not everybody has issues.
Right. Yeah.
But you know, if they have post-traumatic stress, they have substance abuse, because guess what happens when you're in a war, you know, you get hurt, your back, etc. There's nowhere to go. You're not going on sick call when you're in war. You're going to take some pills to keep the pain, to take care of the pain for you. So after a while, you start getting addicted to that stuff. And guys come home, they come back from war. The next thing you know, they have a substance abuse problem, because no longer can they get their pain medicine prescribed to them by the Army or another doctor.
Right.
So they go to the street, just like normal people. All those people who are addicted to drugs because they broke their ankle and they were overprescribed oxycodone
It
and all that
happens
stuff.
time after time. People get these pills prescriptions, and then they abuse them a little bit, and then they can't get the pills. So what do they have to do? Go down to Kensington Ave.
So we've had veterans do that. We have people come home with anger issues. They come home, their marriage is broken. It's tough to adjust. Not every veteran's like that. But then they get in trouble. They assault somebody. And now they're in front of me. Now I got this veteran who served as men and women, served their nation honorably, and now they got problems. So what do? We give them big old bear hugs. We get them mentorships. We get them connected at the VA. We help them reunite with their family. But we try to make them that whole person again. We want to make them the same person that volunteered to go in the military to help the United States of America.
Right.
And the thing about Veterans Court is it works because we tap into the military mentality of pride and brotherhood and sisterhood, and we give them the resources to get it done. And in Veterans Court, we had less than 10% recidivism rate. That means less than 10% of those veterans who came in front of me came back as a defendant. So we broke them from coming back to criminal court, and we assisted them getting jobs, holistic type of approach. Now people say, well, why don't you do that for everybody? That's what we're trying to do in drug treatment court, mental health court, Dawn's court. We're trying to do all that. My buddy Larry Krasner obstructs those courts because he doesn't believe in arresting people. So now we're just leaving those people with their problems without giving them a nudge to get help and giving them the services to do it. So that's what I want to do. I want to bring those programs back on steroids. Krasner's got to go so we could do that.
And there's only one way Pat can get elected, and that is if you spread the word. If you like what you hear from this man, you got to tell 5 people. You got to have those 5 people tell 5 people. That's the only way this campaign can work. Pat is a Democrat running for the Republican Party. Let's clear that up. Are you a Republican or a Democrat?
I am a Philadelphian. So if you go back and look up my registration, yes, I'm still a Democrat. You know what? You want to be a judge in Philly, you're going to be a Democrat. I won the Republican nominee in the springtime because the Republicans, they didn't have a candidate, so they wrote me in. No Republican was coming out to vote, but 7,000 of them came out and wrote me in. So I'm a Democrat, Republican nominee who just got the Forward Party endorsement, which is the Andrew Yang, center of the road, independent type thinking. My tent's big. I'm running as a Philadelphian. No party label whatsoever. No. Philadelphian, right here, folks. Help me clean it up.
I think I want to sign up for the Philadelphia Party because I'm sick of this 2-party system. It's just kind of, it's just people like I read the comments with the videos I make, and people are mad if they see a D or an R next to your name, and I just see a man who wants to change the city, and the only way we can get Pat Dugan elected is if we get out and vote. It's the least voted election in the city is the district attorney, and it's probably the most important. Every election they say this election could change your. This is really in Philadelphia. This makes it or breaks it. It's going to be another 4 years of chaos, or we can get Pat in the office and try to get our city back.
Gosh, that's exactly what we have to do. I'm urging people to take off your jerseys. Put your red and your blue jerseys away for this election. You know, I wouldn't ask you that for an Eagles-Cowboys game, right? We bleed green. We're not going to do anything to help the Stars, right? But we need to come together as Philadelphians, put your red and your blue jersey away, and put your Philly jersey on. Everybody needs to come out and vote. And yes, you need to get 5 people. Take out your phone. You got it. How are you? Make sure you're voting. There you go.
Are you telling everybody in your phone? You got to text everybody in your phone to vote for Pat Dugan. Well, that's even better. That's what we need to win. Get them elected.
Take care. So exactly, folks. If everybody takes out their phone who believes that Larry Krasner has to go and Pat Dugan should be the DA. If everybody takes out their phone and goes down all their contacts that live in Philly and say, vote for Pat Dugan November 4th. I believe in him. You're going to get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of votes for me. Just you alone. So let's do it, folks.
Yeah, but people are honking like crazy. That's great. The Walgreens closed.
Right.
There's so many, and that's not Rite Aid. That's a Walgreens that closed. If you go Google, why did all the Wawas close in Center City? And the reason is crime and safety.
Yes.
Safety for the employee and crime because of shoplifting.
And that's came right out of Wawa's mouth. Now listen, anybody would go into these Wawas that were inundated with people shoplifting. We saw it every single day, so we know that shoplifting had a lot to do with it. But Wawa actually came out and said it, that it was about the safety of their customers and their employees. Now we're talking about walking past Walgreens, and Walgreens is shuttered right here. Now you know they had a lot of business in there. All the traffic, the tens of thousands of people every single day that come through here.
Captain, it's on TikTok.
Yeah.
Hey, I watch your videos all the time.
You from Philadelphia?
I'm from Kensington.
This is Pat Dugan. He's running for district attorney.
I mean, make sure you guys come out and vote.
Yeah, we will.
We got to change it soon. We need to vote for Pat.
We're right down there in the heart
Come
of
out
it,
and
man.
vote, man.
So we were just down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But that's
sad.
where he's from. My wife's from Kensington.
Really?
I'm from Frankfurt.
Here we are.
Get him.
Yeah.
Get him.
All right.
Get
Well, good
motivated.
luck.
You
All right.
got to come out.
Yeah. And tell 5 people to vote for Pat. There you guys.
So yeah, Walgreens is gone now, and I don't care what, and I don't know what they put out or why they closed this Walgreens, but I know for sure that the number one reason is because they had to lock everything up because people were coming and stealing it, and people were just inundating them with going in and just taking stuff off the shelf. Their policy is you got to let them go because they were worried about their employees being hurt.
Yeah.
So they said if you grab the guy stealing, you're going to get arrested, and the police weren't coming because Larry Krasner would not prosecute the shoplifter. So what do we have? An empty building.
Yeah. And another thing, it's insane that this has happened over the last 4 years. When you go shopping at like Target, you said it in Walgreens too, they do it. If I want to get deodorant, I have to hit a button and wait 5 minutes for somebody to come to unlock the deodorant. I'm not a criminal. I'm just a dude trying to get deodorant, trying to live my life. But I feel like the ordinary citizens who live in these neighborhoods, like we have to pay for the crimes that go unpunished because of Larry Krasner. Every time I wait for my deodorant, I go, oh, Larry Krasner.
Yeah, well, and again, one of my taglines is, instead of locking up the damn deodorant, locking up the toothpaste, why don't we lock up the thieves, Larry?
Yeah.
It's plain and simple.
All right, and that's it. That's my little walk with the district attorney candidate, Pat Dugan. Again, I don't like to get political on this channel, but I honestly am thinking about moving from the city because of all the crime that happens. This man here is the only reason, he's the only person who could save the city. So if you can, just please get out the vote and spread. If you're not from Philly and you know somebody from Philly, just let them know. He's here. No security guard walking down Kensington Ave. You got to vote for Pat Dugan. Pat, any closing words?
Get out and vote.